Sir, as we said, that if we are living in facts, then there won't be paradoxes. And to overcome this sense of lack, we have to keep checking whatever we fear. So, in some sense, this becomes a thing which is dependent on time. Because if I am checking facts, I will be checking all this in time. Am I understanding this clearly?
You don't have to check facts, you have to be in facts. If you are finding that there are contradictions in your mind, then you are not in facts. It's not a question of checking your facts. They are not facts at all. You are living imaginations. Get rid of imaginations. What you have in front of you is facts. You don't have to go and procure facts. You are, that is a fact. Imaginations take time. Facts are present, instantaneous, here. You can imagine you have 8 legs. And now you have a contradiction. How am I able to wear these normal trousers? They have only 2 legs. Then you will have to go and count your legs. Instead of counting your legs, if you face a contradiction, simply wake up. A contradiction is a sure shot proof that you are dreaming. She loved me so much, but she still ditched me. Now, instead of going out chasing her to know from her why she ditched you, simple. See that you are imagining either of these. Either she never loved you or she didn't ditch you.
So the whole discussion came to this one point which you have emphasized, or maybe that is the disease, that is ideation. That when the ideation starts, the whole disease takes its shape and everything comes to the point. Now we have been conditioned to think. We have been a lot of weight has been given to think. So, and the fear is, I don't know if I'm assuming it, or it is actually a part. I would say a part because that is for me right now. It is that whenever there is a task at hand or there is a problem at hand, there is an instant fear, or whether the task will take the better of me, or I stand to lose something. So I start ideating, and that ideation makes it sure that I can't do the task. So what is it that I don't know the way out.
Do you really want to do something? If you really want to do something, you will attend to what is done. You will not think about it. The question is, where is the space for thought? Where is the space for thought? You have to go back and ask God, was he thinking while making Adam and Eve? Where is the space for thought? I look at this plant and I see that it needs water. I really see that, I will water it. I will not think about this or that. You need to have this, call it the direct fact of the universe, or call it faith, choose whatever you want to call it, but whatever you need, your mind instantaneously presents it to you. The purer is the center from which you are operating, the lesser time it takes for the mind to come up with the appropriate response. And if you have to think a lot, then take that as a hint that you are operating from the wrong center. When you are operating from the right center, all the information comes to you in a flash, it gets processed in a flash, and the right response is ready in a flash. Everything happening together. It doesn't take time. Of course, if you want to write down, it will take time because that's a physical thing. But the happening is spontaneous.
So basically the ideation that I am saying is out of coming fear is actually my kindness to avoid action, to get into the happening.
That's what. Do you really see the value of the happening? If I see the value of the happening, where is the time to think about it?
So my fairyland is more important to me than the happening.
You are thinking of something. The fairyland is a thought. You're thinking of something, you are assigning more value to that. You're not there. You are not with it. You don't see the value in it.
So when you say that challenge the very thought, challenge your fear, see the facts. Sir, I can't, if I sit down to write my fears or something, I just can't pinpoint. It has a space, but that space is ambiguous. As in, you can't get inside or say that.
You do not need to write it down and all that. All these are very gross methods. Living with it, experiencing it, you suffer. And that's it. Now what is the point in giving it a name and writing it down and all that? Your face, your movement, your voice, everything is a living testimonial of fear. What do you mean by verbalizing it? What is the need? Is there a need to prove things to somebody or to yourself when you already know the facts? So the fear is there. Your vocabulary might not be very rich. You might not be able to give it an appropriate name. How does it matter?
I can feel it.
You can feel it. That's it. That is the only proof. It's keeping you in a bad shape. Is that not the final proof? I am miserable. Is that not the irrefutable proof?
Yes,
What more proof is needed? The patient goes to the doctor and the patient is feeling absolutely miserable. The doctor conducts 10 kinds of tests and tries to prove that everything is alright with you. What is the bigger proof? The test reports or the patient's face? The doctor might have proven through his reports that the patient is alright, but it is the patient who knows he is not feeling alright. And ultimately, health is about living in health, feeling alright.
Sir, the mission of awakening others. So, as you said earlier, it comes from compassion. So, what is compassion? Sir, isn't it another kind of assessment that others are imperfect and the one I am participating in that. So, sir, if I am, so sir, is it? I want to understand what is compassion, sir.
You see, you are outside a house, situationally, accidentally. Somebody is inside a house. The house catches fire. Is the fellow stuck inside because he is imperfect? Do you help him with the thought that you are superior to him? It just happens to be this way. It just happens to be this way that the other person is located in a miserable place. And when one is worthy of exhibiting compassion, then he anyway knows that all is perfect. How can he call anything as imperfect? And if he is still calling something as imperfect, then what compassion will he bring to others? So it is just a matter of chance. It's incidental.
So, sir, if the compassion is not coming from the right point, then it can turn into violence also. Because
If compassion is not going from the right point, it is violence. It is not at all compassion. And if violence is coming from the right point, it is compassion. That is why many people who cannot really see will take compassion as violence. Even when they are being offered compassion, they will call it violence.
like waking up a drunk man by beating.
And you again cannot get angry with the drunk man. He never chose to drink, just as the other man never chose to be inside a burning house. What can you do with it? Nobody knows why things happen. Nobody knows why you are here. And it cannot be known. Things are as they are. And it's futile assigning them one reason after the other, because ultimately you will reach God and you'll have to catch his throat. Why did you make this man drink and get into the gutter? Why did you set my house on fire? Well, the ultimate reason is God. Why did you kill my kid? Finally, he is answerable. So, no point. Because he won't answer. Reasons are not needed. It is enough to know that somebody is inside a burning house. Why is he inside a burning house? For any reason. He might have been there for prayers or for prostitution. How does it matter? How does it matter? What matters is that the house is burning.
So finding a reason to your disease is also ideation, which is also not
The
physical.
final reason is God. Go ask him. The disease that is sufficient. You got viral fever. What is the point in trying to see where the virus came from? And if you catch somebody who gave you the virus, you'll have to catch the next person who gave her the virus. And ultimately you'll have to go to the genesis of the whole thing. And the virus will say, I am such a poor small thing.